Turning on family safety. If children use your computer, consider setting up family safety controls throughout their user accounts. These controls allow you to make different settings for each child. For example, you might want to limit the time a teen spends online so that homework gets done, or block a younger child from using certain programs on your computer. Okay, so that is a family safety. How are we gonna access the family safety? Okay, right here on the start screen, I'm gonna go to my right corner and open the charms. As we continue with these videos, you guys are gonna see that we open the charms on different ways, okay? And the reason is that you guys get to see the different ways that we can open the charms. Right now, we're gonna be using the control panel one more time. Okay, so I mean, basically, I could have just go ahead and create a shortcut into the desktop for easy access, right? So I could just have the shortcut here, double click into that account, that application, and then from there go on, right? But right now, I'm just gonna open, okay, the control panel again, going through the settings. I'm sorry, not the settings. It's gonna be through the search. When I click on search, I'm just gonna type in control panel. Here's the control panel. If I wanna create the shortcut, see, I will right click into, and I could either pin this to the start or open the file location and create a shortcut into my desktop mode. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this option, okay? Pin to start. Now, I'm gonna also open the control panel from here. When I get to the desktop mode, this is the desktop mode. I'm also gonna see that I have the control panel here. If I close the control panel, okay, it didn't brand the shortcut. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna open charms, go to search, type in control. There's my control panel. Right click and pin. Oh, okay, I made a mistake. I pinned this program to the start. Okay, so I'm gonna need to select this option, pin to tags, and then I'm also gonna open the file location. Here's the control panel. I'm gonna right click, go down to send to, and select desktop. Now I could close that window. Now that I close that window, see, I'm back to my desktop. Okay, now I have the program pinned to the desktop. I have the program pinned to my taskbar. Okay, now if I come back to the start menu, I'm gonna scroll to the right hand side, and I'm gonna see that the program the control panel is also pinned here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and right click into that one, and I'm gonna unpin this from the start. There you go, scan. Now I'm gonna click on the Windows logo back into my desktop, and from here I'm gonna open the control panel. Now to turn on the family safety, we have the user accounts and family safety under the control panel. When we click on that, we have user accounts, family safety, credential manager, and mail 32 bits. So here's the family safety. That's a feature that I wanna use. Okay. Now the next step is gonna be okay. Choose a user and set up family safety. So this is a user that I wanna set up the family safety. Okay. Now this window is gonna open up. And from here, see, I could select. Okay. Family safety. This is the account for my kid. Okay. Normally we use this settings on kids accounts or any other account. Okay. Now from here I have the family safety. So it's off. I'm gonna click on. And now see I'm gonna have an activity reporting, okay, on collect information about PC usage. Okay. Now I could set up the web filtering. Okay, right here, see, it says Eric can use all websites. And then we have Eric can only use the websites allowed. Okay, when I select that option, see, I could also allow or block websites ratings. So first of all, I'm gonna check the web restrictions. Okay, from here I could start, see, applying settings on how my kid is gonna be using his computer. Okay, so choose web restriction level, allow less only, design for children only, general interest, online communication. Warn an adult. Okay, and block file download. So if I don't want him to download any files, I could also select restrict that. Okay, now if I check block or allow websites, see, I could enter the name of the website that I don't want him to visit. Okay, so I will type in the URL. Okay, and I could also allow websites and block websites apply on this side. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the user settings. That was a web filtering. Okay, now time limits. When I open the time limits, okay, I'm gonna see use the set time allowance. Okay, Eric can use PC all day, or Eric can only use the PC for the amount of time I allow. When I select that option, from here I could select, okay, what days he's gonna be allowed to use it, weekdays. Okay, so basically, what days he's gonna be able to use it. Okay, and for how many hours? See, Monday through Friday, I could allow him to use 1 hour. I mean, depends. It all depends on us. Okay, and then on the weekend, on Saturdays and Sundays, how long, how much time, how many hours I wanna allow him to use the computer. Okay, so when I have those settings, I could also check on the curfew. See, and then again, I'm gonna select Eric can only use the PC during time ranges. Now from here, wherever I highlight, left click and highlight, see, all these times he's gonna be blocked from using the computer. Everything that is left on blank, he will be allowed to use the computer. Okay, now I'm gonna come back to user settings, and then we have the Windows Store and game restrictions. So from here we could also see restrict. Eric can play all games and view all Windows Store applications. Or I could choose Eric can only use games and Windows Store apps that I allow. We could set out the games and Windows ratings. Okay, I can also block some games with no rating. And from here I could choose, see what material, I mean, let's say that he's a teenager. I'm just gonna select that option. He can't see anything else that only rating labels for teens. Okay, now when I click on allow or block games, see these are the games already installed on my computer. So from here I could say, okay, you're not allowed to play this game, the other, etc, etc. I could block them always. So what's gonna happen when he use the computer and he try to access one of these programs, okay, that I have restrictions, I mean, he's just simply gonna get a message saying that he's not allowed to use or visit particular websites. Okay, now right here we have the apps. What apps? These are programs that see are installed on my computer. So I could say, okay, you are not gonna be allowed to use eBay. You're not allowed to use Hulu, etc., etc. Okay, and then I could just go ahead and go back to the users. Okay, so that is the family safety. Okay, I could restrict my child on what he's gonna be looking online, what websites he will be allowed to visit, what type of communications, what type of applications he's gonna be allowed to use, okay, and what reading games he will be allowed to use, okay. So that's a very useful application, okay, family safety, to control the use of the computer on a kid. my child, or any other account that we have on this computer. Okay, and that is the family and safety. Okay, I'm gonna close this window and back to the start screen. Thank you.